Photographing birds in the forest can be incredibly difficult. Over the years, I've attempted to capture one specifically elusive bird called the mountain quail. On 6 separate excursions, I've gone out and tried to capture these mountain quail, but only once have I been able to get a photograph of one. And even when I did, it wasn't a good shot that I was hoping for. So today, I'm back out again searching for this secretive bird amongst the mountain forests of the Sierra Nevadas. What makes this bird so secretive is not finding out where it lives, but rather, it's finding it before it finds you. As I was walking out into the sunrise along the meadow, the calls of mountain quails echoed across the clearings like music to my ears, as nothing else disturbed the air around me. The dew freshly frosted the morning grass, and the journey had begun. As much as I was enjoying photographing here on this beautiful morning, I knew that I needed to keep pressing forward if I was to find the mountain quail that I was here for. As I was searching for mountain quail, I must have stumbled across a new family of dark-eyed junco. I got to see a few adult parents working to find grub for these new juveniles recently out of the nest, and I had some fun encounters. Up a little further, however, was a patch of bushes that had some gorgeous light just starting to peek over the forest treetops and ignite it. As I got closer, I noticed 3 fox sparrows that were fighting over territory in it. It's nesting season, and the males can get quite defensive of their homes, so I figured if I stuck around long enough, I'd have a good chance at photographing one. As I watched, to my amazement, I began to notice that I was able to pick out the breath of one fox sparrow singing directly backlit against the sun. At the temperature I was at, I was surprised to see this phenomenon, but at the perfect angles, I was able to capture it right against the dark forest background. Recording their beautiful song, I captured an image of this incredible moment with the fox sparrow. As the fox sparrow flew from perch to perch, and the sun was rising higher in the sky, I found myself liking the aesthetic of some other shots even more. I tried to line up behind certain stems of leaves to give foreground blur, and I attempted to line up backgrounds to capture different sunlit bokeh balls dancing in the background. Even though the breath didn't stand off powerfully at some of these other positions, it was more isolated and a better scenery around the fox sparrow perch. So, as the sun started to hit a few pockets of green in the background and lighting them up into a vivid sunrise orange, I captured some stunning photos of the morning, including this one surrounded in a contrast of cool shadows and warm sunlight, and this one here of an orange bokeh ball as a halo around the head of the fox sparrow. These images wound up being my favorite of the day, and after getting these stunning sunrise images, I continued my search for the mountain quail. This specific area of meadow that stretches over many bends and corners is a lovely place to relax and recenter yourself. Over the past few years, I've come up to this area a lot to try and find them. It's amazing when you are up in this area all morning long. I listen to them calling in the distance. Yet, when I try to track them down, they always seem to evade me. Their echo calls can be heard from seemingly a mile away in the quiet forest. And beyond this, a male may often call consistently for minutes, and then right when you're getting close, it stops and you've lost it. These secretive birds, often heard but rarely seen, are a pinnacle of what adventure looks like to me, up here in the mountains. And hopefully today, I'll be able to see and photograph one well. A few hours later, after hearing a few different males all calling in the distance but too far away to locate, I suddenly heard a call from what seemed to be only 100 to 200 feet away. This immediately caught my attention, and I decided to go searching for this calling male.
Can you hear that? It's a mountain quail calling out in the distance. This is closer than I've ever heard them before. It feels like they're right behind that tree line there. So, we're looking to see if we can go get them. Mountain quail, so secretive. I think I have a good shot this time. First time ever capturing them. Let's go.
Although it was incredibly difficult to capture angles of him throughout the forest, I couldn't believe I was getting to watch this mountain quail call around me for so long while he protected his territory. Unfortunately, I missed footage of the encounter, but at one moment another male had him squared up on a log, and they got into a short battle in which they kicked each other and a puff of feathers flew off of them. But unfortunately, I was switching from photo to video at this very moment, and the only picture of the encounter was this one that I walked away with. Yet still, even though it wasn't exactly what I had hoped for, it was thrilling to watch him throw his head to the sky all morning long and call to the heavens. And after spending an hour or two with him, I couldn't have been more grateful for the experience. No, the photos didn't turn out quite as good as I had hoped, but I'll never forget the day that I got to spend 2 hours in the presence of a mountain quail. These majestic birds are without a doubt an interesting species to spend time with, and their calls will forever be one of the coolest sounds on planet Earth. I came back again as soon as I could a few days later to the same location to try and find them. But unfortunately, they had already moved on. I guess I'll just have to take what was given to me, and in the future, maybe I'll find the shot that I'm looking for. But for now, I'll share what I have. I hope this adventure inspired you to get out and journey on your own. The world is a beautiful place to exist. Don't miss your opportunity to see it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, I'd be honored if you subscribed. See you guys next time.